Guys, and welcome to another video. So in this video I'll be showing you the act of mastering reversals using AUDUSD as a case study. So firstly, in previous video I've covered what I title trading sessions, and it's very important to understand trading sessions whenever you're trading, right? So you could easily go to this article on Investopedia and try and understand what trading sessions are, but I'm going to be jumping in to show you guys how I usually would trade. So we had this trade from Thursday. I made a video on last week Thursday explaining to you guys that I'll be looking for a buy. So we got this buy, and you can see this pullback right here and all this pullback. So now I'm just going to be explaining how to spot a reversal on AUDUSD. Let's take for example, we've been on this buy. So how am I supposed to know when this is going to be a pullback so I don't hold on to this trade for long? Now, even though our trade said we'll be closing at this point, right? So I did cover where I was expecting my trade to get to in the last video. So but then in this video I'm going to show you how to spot a reversal using the same strategy we've been using. So this is exactly the analysis we had on Thursday, and this was the direction I told you guys will be buying and what price level we expected the trade to get to. In the description I'll be dropping a video that links the link to the video explaining this particular entry, right? So but then in this particular video I'm explaining why we are closing here. Now I know I said this is our take profit. Now sometimes it might get to this point and still keep going up. So how do I know if I want to hold on a trade or if I want to close a trade? So firstly, I told you how to spot if there will be a sell. So clearly, as you can see from AUDSGD, you can clearly see there was no break of Monday's high on AUDSGD, and there was on AUDUSD. Now this is exactly how to spot a reversal, right? So this alone should be a signal for me to know, okay, I think this is going to pull back, and which it did. So you can see clearly how after the break of Monday's high, immediately after that we had a pullback. So being on this trade and having fulfilled my entry and exit criteria, how do I know if I'm closing? Again, you have to know what you're looking at, what to expect, and what trading session you are trading. So you can see this move happened during the ASIN session, which is important to understand. That is why it's important to understand trading session. Now, every market, like I mentioned in my previous videos, usually have a session, right? The market is not the market is designed in a way where how do I put this? Every market has its own timing. So you can see how the US market is from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're living in Nigeria, it will be totally different. So it might be 1:30 p.m. to around maybe 8 p.m. or from 2:30 or from 12 p.m. Depending on your time zone, it's going to be different. So you need to know when does the AUD market open and all that. And there's a tool you can use to make everything easy for you, right? So I'm just going to delete this because I think this trade is complete, but I'm still expecting a continuation of this buy, just so you guys know. So you can see how to determine your sessions. So the sessions, having your session is very easy. If I want to just know my Tokyo session, what I have to do is just place this, and you can see this is when the AUD market usually will open. That will be 1 a.m. So you can see why all these activities are happening. I know, okay, this is the time to expect volatility on the AUD pair. But again, that's not enough. You need to know, okay, when do I jump in and when do I jump out? So you can clearly see how we have our possible break of structure at this top. So you can see there's no break of structure here, which also tells me, okay, since there's no break of structure here, then there's going to be a pullback also and a buy. But that doesn't mean this is going to keep buying. I'm sorry, this is going to keep selling and this is going to keep buying. You also have to know, when do I jump back in? Am I trading USD? Am I buying CAD? Am I selling AUD? Which is where your trading sessions comes in, right? So with that said, as usual, I don't like to make my videos very long, but these are some things you should consider when trading any asset class. It's very important for you to know the trading session for that asset class, what other asset class is on it, and as you can clearly see here, we have AUD and USD. So you want to know, okay, what time does AUD open, what time does USD open, how do they correlate, how do I take advantage during those sessions. So I could just add USD session, and you can see we have this AUD. So you know this whole part here was during AUD session, and this whole part here was during the USD session. So it's very, very important for you to know, okay, what am I trading, what session should I expect volatility, and of course, how do I confirm if there will be a pullback like this, right? So like I said, for a pullback like this, it's easy. We just combine with AUD USD, or sorry, with USD CAD or AUD SGD, which you can see clearly here. So there was a break of this high and no break of this low. So this gave me, okay, this trade buy is complete and I'm expecting a pullback, even if I'm going to be expecting a buy sooner or later again on AUDUSD and a sell on USD CAD. But for the meantime, I don't want to be on a trade for too long and then give back all my profit to the market, and then after a while the market keeps going to my direction. For example, you're on this trade right at this point and you're in profit right now, and then you move your entry to break even, and then there's a pullback and then it takes you out, and now the market is ready to go back up and you're like, oh my god, it's so frustrating. So with my methodology, I try to help you understand how to avoid such situations. So if you're enjoying this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and don't hesitate to share this with your friends. So but for now, this is how to determine a reversal, and to know if in the next video I'll be explaining what I'm expecting on AUDSD moving forward. So with that said, I've come to the end of this video and I'll see you all in my next video.